So I'm gonna chop up some apples and put them in this pot. I'm not gonna worry about the seeds or the core. I'm just gonna chop up the whole thing. If you can get apples that are not very ripe, you will get more pectin. So like this, guys. That was 6 cups of water. Now we're going to put this on the stove and we're gonna let it simmer for a good hour, guys. All right, so as you can see, this is boiling. I'm gonna reduce the heat and let it simmer very slowly for about an hour. These apples have been simmering for about an hour. I have been stirring them occasionally, but I'm gonna let them cook another hour. I want the apples to get nice and amber color so that we get the best pectin we can get. And we'll just keep it simmering and stirring occasionally, as I said, for another hour. This is what our apples look like after 2 hours of simmering. In this bowl, I have a colander, which I lined with 2 pieces of cheesecloth. If you don't have cheesecloth, go ahead and use 2 cotton kitchen towels, one on top of the other, okay? I wanna make sure my bowl is squeaky clean, so I'm gonna pour some boiling water in here, and I'm gonna do the same inside the colander. I just want this to be very, very germ-free. I'm gonna go ahead and swirl this water around and get rid of it, okay? All right, now we're gonna add our apples into our strainer here. We're gonna do the whole thing, the fruit and the liquid. We are not going to squish the fruit. We're gonna just let the liquid drip into this bowl for 2-3 hours, whatever it takes, okay? Once we see that there's no more liquid coming out, we are going to finish our recipe. I'll see you when this is all strained. This is ready, guys. The apples, you can see, they're dry. There's no liquid coming out. This has been sitting here for about 3 hours. I'm gonna transfer this to a little pan now. So now we're going to bring our pectin back to the heat and we're gonna let it simmer for a little bit. We wanna reduce it just a little bit. And then it's gonna be ready. All right, so this is how you want it to be boiling for about 5 minutes, guys. And then you take it off the heat, okay? So this is how you're gonna store your pectin. In a sterile jar, okay? And just pour it in hot, and then you're gonna keep it in the fridge for about 6 weeks. In this pot, I have 3 cups of strawberries, which I washed, I hulled, and then I just chopped. And I have a chopped peach in here. It was a normal sized peach, came out to a cup as well. I'm using strawberries and peaches because they're in season right now and they're sweet, and I don't want to put any sweetener in here or sugar. So we'll see how it goes. There's 4 cups in total of fruit in here, guys, and I did peel the peach. I'm going to add 6 dates, which I pitted and just cut into strips. And we need a 4th cup of pectin per cup of fruit, so I have a whole cup here. And I'm gonna put a little squeeze of lemon in here. Let's go cook this. We're going to bring this to a boil. We're gonna reduce the heat and we're going to let this simmer for a little bit. I am going to be stirring it. There's not a lot of liquid in there. I'm also gonna be kind of mashing the fruit as it cooks, okay? Look at this. This has thickened nicely. I am gonna go ahead and blend this a little bit with my immersion blender. You know, I want the dates to blend in there, and I'll leave some fruit, but I'm gonna go ahead and blend it. If you don't have one of these, go ahead and maybe take half of it out and blend it and then put it back in the pot, okay? I'm especially interested in getting those dates pureed. I think that is good. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let this simmer maybe 5 more minutes and take it off the heat. I got a 4-ounce container, a little jar which I recycled, and some leftover to eat now. These are still warm, but as they're cooling down, it's getting more of a consistency of a spread or a marmalade. My gosh, this would be so good on top of pancakes. Oof, or you know, like chopped bananas, but definitely on toast. We'll have some crackers. So let's taste this. Wow, holy moly. The sweetness is spot on. You will not miss any sugar or you know, artificial sweetener or honey or anything with this. It is perfect.